One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to Reynolds Razorback Stadium, home of the Arkansas Razorbacks. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Texas A&M Aggies, taking on another SEC rival, the Arkansas Razorbacks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Texas A&M set to kick off to christen this game. And he's not going to take the touchback. He's brought down at the 16. Been much better off to take the touchback. Running to the left. Can't get him to the ground. A sweet run gets it out to the 30-yard line, and that can really jumpstart a drive. And you really can't be called the Hogs if you're not willing to grind it out in the dirt.
Yeah, and I love calling the offensive linemen the hog mollies. In Arkansas, in that beautiful state, you're going to find a bunch of big, strong individuals.
There he goes. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
On the run, it's Russell. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
And the Razorbacks now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. He'll pull it down. Turns it on in midfield. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense.
And you got to lock in on your keys. When they run this kind of offense and they do the replays, somebody has to account for the quarterback, and they forgot who that was, and he made them pay with a big play.
They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Here's the handoff. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, they needed 2 yards for that first down. The running back doing just enough to make sure he keeps this drive alive.
The Razorbacks have it with a 1st and 10. Right back to the well. Got some room, headed to the goal line. He'll be pushed out of bounds just short of the end zone, and that one saved a touchdown at least for now.
I'm amazed by this offense. This is how you set the tone for a game. Running, throwing on the opening drive, driving it right down the field. You've just run to set yourself up now in 1st and goal. They are feeling it.
A first down run in the red zone. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
So on offense, you've got to find a way to put 6 up on the board. You know that in this game, field goals may not get it done. So big-time players make big plays in big games. Who can you rely on right now to get you a touchdown?
He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Razorbacks! And the Hogs have put up the first touchdown of the game, and whoop-pig.
Woo Pig going nuts in the stands. Great fan base. They get excited, and you get out to the lead early, putting that score on the board, they are going nuts.
They're set to kick it off, and you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. This noise is deafening, trying to keep this offense from being able to operate. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Hammers ahead for a yard out to the 12.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Looking to pass. It's Reed. Finds his big tight end. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Handoff to the single running back. Knocked down after picking up 5 out to the 24.
Great offenses always stay ahead of the chains. That run right there, now you're in a good position. It's not second and long. It's not third and long. Now it's the whole playbook's open. The defense really has to honor run and pass on the next snap.
The Aggies in a good spot here with second and short. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Crosses to 35. Turning it on. Touchdown, Aggies. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. What an explosive eruption into the end zone by this running back.
And this back does it a lot, that he makes big plays. When you can make big plays like this, it makes everybody's job easier. Oh, we can play action. Oh, we can throw it. But it starts with the run game, and this guy's setting everything up.
Extra point here will tie the game. And he added the extra point. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. Snags it quickly on the left. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. We've got a good one going here, and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. First play of the period will be a second down. On the move. He stopped after getting a yard out to the 30.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Looking to throw, it's Green. And this is going to be incomplete on third.
I want to give a shout out to the defense there on third down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on third down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
He'll take it on the return. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. The give to the back. Got enough for the first down. Breaks into the open. He's at the 30. The 10. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Aggies.
Man, it's easy to call plays when I got guys like this who can take the ball and rip it 70-plus to the house. How about the speed? He showed you a little bit of wiggle. This dude's got it all. Nice touchdown run by the running back.
And he made the extra point without problem. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Coming out with it, it's Anthony. stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. They'll get this drive going from the 17. This is a designed run. Got the first down and more. Turns it on down the left side. He's at the 20. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Arkansas.
This QB just has such a feel. He's so good with these design quarterback runs. He's patient. He allows the holes to develop. He puts his foot in the ground. And in the open field, he's as dangerous as any ball carrier in the country.
And he tacks on the extra point. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. Fielded in the end zone. It's Bussey. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Looking for space. It's Moss. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, on defense, they know that this offense is going to try and take shots. So they're going to try and keep their secondary players in a position to make these types of plays. Good job on the back end forcing that incompletion.
Scanning the field, it's Reed. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on third down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance. Everything their play caller was dialing up was working, lighting up the scoreboard. And then all of a sudden on this last drive, just not able to piece it together. They've got to be able to turn the page and get back to how they looked earlier in the game.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Nice job by the defense. A lot of times offenses want time to mesh that RPO and read it. Nah, the defense got in there so fast, they didn't give him an option. Got the nice tackle for a loss, putting the offense in a worse situation.
And the Razorbacks trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Motion from the wideout. The clock winds down to 2 minutes, and we will take a pause for the 2-minute timeout. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Forced out of the pocket. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
These are the plays as a defense that mean so much for so many reasons. Getting in the backfield, obviously getting the sack, so putting him a little bit behind the sticks, but also hitting that quarterback, making him think. That goes a long way in disrupting the quarterback's rhythm.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. He's got an open man. Oh, he's got some space. Out of bounds right at the 20-yard line, edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on the score.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
Well, this guy's a weapon, throwing it and running it, and you know he's going to try to hurt this defense with his legs.
It puts so much stress on the defensive line to chase him, and the fact that the play is extended so long.
Yeah, if they've got a spy defensively, if someone's athletic enough to run with this guy.
And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Razorbacks!
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll bring it out. It's Bussey. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. To the air, it's Reed. Fires to the wideout. Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch.
It's hard to run a route or get lost near the sidelines and understand exactly where you're at. Nice job understanding I'm starting to get close to the sidelines, throttling down a little bit, catching the football and making sure I was in bounds.
Makes the catch. It's Concepcion. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. So now it's second and long. Wants to go up top. Got it set up on the outside. There he goes. They bring him down, but it'll be first down at the 42.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking to throw on first down. Looking deep. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He'll try to take it back. And he'll be brought down, and that's how we'll end the first half. The Razorbacks will kick it away to crank up the second half. On the move from inside his 5. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Back to pass, it's Reed. They're setting up the screen. Slithers into space. And it's loose. And they put it on the deck, but it gets out of bounds to avoid the turnover.
Ooh, offense really lucky there. Ball on the ground. Everybody's trying to make a scramble for it, and it just goes out of bounds. So the offense lucky to maintain possession.
They'll give it to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success on that play. Really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
And it'll be a pickup of 9. They're facing a 3rd and 1. Texas A&M going up tempo. On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down. These two old SWC rivals might have taken a bit of a hiatus in their series, but once the Aggies came to the SEC, things ratcheted back up quickly.
Well, and that's been some of the cool side of conference expansion, right? You got this rivalry renewed from a long time ago.
Turning it on! They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
Leaves it with the back. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Win with the running game on 1st down, now back at it. The give. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down.
You're down. Obviously, at the half, you had a conversation. We got to come out and put points on the board. And, Jesse, it looks like they're going to start with the ground game.
And I love this, David, too. Regardless of whether they're losing or they're winning, come out here and try to be the most physical unit here in the 2nd half. Get this run game established.
This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. The lost yardage leaves them with 2nd and 11. They've got him looking run. Now they're going to throw it. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there. This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. Quick touch pass to the receiver. They wrestle him down at the 16-yard line. A 3rd down stop. Now to see what they do on 4th down.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. That'll bring him to within 4.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The give to the right. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. On the move. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain.
Quarterbacks generally, guys, we know, they're not as big and not as physical runners as running backs, so it is going to be trickier for them to break tackles. I like the idea of getting the design quarterback run game going, but moving forward, let's see if we can get him out to the perimeter.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. He'll pull it down and run. Quarterback's got the first. Breaks into the open. And he's got enough for a 1st down. Now to see if they have enough time to snap it again here in the 3rd. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Smart move to keep it on the ground. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
And the Razorbacks with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Now on the move. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And a running game can be really hard to stop when you got so many guys that can do some damage. And this defense is taking some licks. This QB's made them look silly a couple of times, but they're starting to adjust. Gotta like that play right there, getting to him and getting him on the ground.
The Razorbacks are way behind the sticks on this 3rd and forever. Might be changing the route. Now the play fake. Bring in the heat. And it's incomplete on 3rd down.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
They booted away on 4th down. No fair catches here, looking for room. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Just going to keep it after the snap. And they picked up 9 on 1st down. It'll bring up 2nd and short.
Man, the evolution of the quarterback position. Basically, you should call them running backs who throw the ball really well now.
And, guys, you know the other thing that happens here is that sets up the next play because you've sort of left the defensive line. Oh, he's got some space. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
That is just what this offense needed, man. A big play down the field, trying to score a touchdown, trying to take the lead late in this football game, but now they don't have to go super fast. They don't have to rush. Great play by this offense.
A most efficient pickup of 6 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 4. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. And the Aggies with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Keep it on the ground. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
I love the play call by the offense here running the ball. The score is what it is right now. You don't have to panic. You don't have to throw it every single down. You don't have to go up tempo. Just run your stuff. Be balanced. Run the football. Make sure this defense stays honest.
Texas A&M back to work with another 1st down. They go to the ground. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. The hurry up now, 2nd down, clock ticking. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. And this one will be stopped for no gain. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this 3rd down play. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. The Aggies come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. There he goes. Offenses gain momentum with 3rd down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25.
I love the play called running the football here in the fourth quarter because with the score what it is right now, everything is at your disposal on offense. You are not panicking. This isn't throw every single down, all of a sudden 2-minute air raid type stuff. You can run the ball. You can do all of your stuff, personnel, shifting, motioning. You just got to be very, very...
The offense pops it up, and they were on the move. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. Over.
Man, you talk about all the excitement, emotion. You're about to go take the lead in this ball game, and then you fumble and turn the football over, and now you need help. Now I need my defense to go out and somehow get me this football back after squandering that opportunity.
Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. The noise level is relentless here on second down. Takes a handoff, and he's going right. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And this offense tries to run, and unsuccessfully. Nice defense up front. Nice job playing the run and the pass in a passing-type situation. Offense, they've got to get a little bit aggressive here. They need points on the board late.
And if you're the defense right now, you've given up some yards on this drive, but you've got a possession lead. You just need one more stop after that last incompletion setting up fourth down. Do you blitz? Do you try to speed up the QB? Let's find out and watch.
It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on fourth down. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work.
Nice job by this defense in a clutch moment. You knew they were going to throw the football. Fourth down, great coverage, break on the football, force the incompletion, and more importantly, you get the ball back to your offense with a chance to just run this clock and get out of here with a win.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Hey, how about this, D? You think they're locked in and dialed into this quarterback and his ability to run the football? You've seen him make plays throughout this game. They know it. They're seeing it, and they're making sure that guy's not going to beat him.
And the Razorbacks have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. From the old SWC to the SEC, this rivalry has remained strong, and in this one, the Hogs were too much for the Aggies to handle. Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football. It's really the most common type of upset we see every year. The home field advantage is so big, and especially when you have a ranked team come to town, they love to play spoiler.
Yes, and what needed to happen happened in this football game. Something good to happen early to get the belief and to get this crowd involved. And when the crowd gets involved, Jesse, it changes the game, and I think it had a lot to do with the outcome today.
I agree. I'll tell you, regardless whether this team is ranked or unranked, when their home crowd is like they were today, they're tough to beat, period. And you know this crowd and these fans, they're going to be celebrating this win for days and days to come.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.